So instead of a therapist, oh, there's my car. There's my car doing what it do. I'd rather do this. I love doing this way more than I love paying somebody to. I've had two people really like try to understand me, and I feel like they really did understand me and provide me with tools and resources to become the best version of myself. But there are many, I understand that majority. I was very blessed to come across these two specific therapists. Majority of therapists, they're mostly about their numbers, right? Like what is happening here? Sorry. Anyways, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole because that's not what I came on here for. I came on here to have a therapy session. And I just want to say that my life with God alone has been the best life ever. Literally, I've been mostly off of social media. Like, Facebook is my kryptonite. Like, I'm not an IG generational type person. Like, most of my generation is, to be quite honest. But I'm not, like, IG is just it'd be too much for me sometimes. So Facebook was more my speed. What else is there? TikTok. I just got back on TikTok a couple days ago to post some content to get rid of storage in my phone, or to free up some storage in my phone, get rid of some things. And yeah, so I just got back on Facebook today, and what's crazy is, like, I already feel a bit of a drainage of energy, and it could be other things going on in my life, right? Because like I said, it'd be good, like, aside from the growing teenage pains with my son, which I'm understanding, it's to be expected. Like, work with it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'll change. This is not forever. So aside from that, and I'm hopeful in that area, not as patient as hopeful, still working on the patience aspect there, but life be good until other people get involved in my life. I promise you, like, the older I get, the more I'm realizing, like, I would rather go through the tough times alone. Even the good ones, I would rather go through those alone. Like, if God sees fit to put somebody in my life that is going to be consistent, that is going to not only be consistent, it's important what they're consistent in, right? Because he has put people in my life that are consistent in areas that it didn't, So I just want somebody that's chasing after God like me. Like, they just want to be the best version of themselves. I feel like, I know I'm weird, I know I have my quirks, I know there's lame things about me or whatever, but I love myself because of my dependency on God, number one. But number two, my willingness to take accountability. Like, I don't know anybody else like me. Like, I want to be my best version. So if I'm called out for something that is not good, that prevents me from becoming my best, I eat that shit. I eat it. I'm like, oh, okay, you know what? You're right. Thank you for telling me to. You know what? And then I go a step further. I even go a step further. Am I supposed to go Las Vegas North? Because I feel like I am. And see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, it's not been a full, like, it's been more like 85, 86 days. My full 90-day bid would have been, I feel like, November 1st. So I'm a few days shy of a whole 90 days away from Facebook. But I'm telling you, like, I hear God way clearer when I'm not involved in that type of stuff. Like, when I don't have other people's energies attached to me or even attempting to attach themselves to me. Like, right now, I already looked at the directions. I knew to keep straight. I knew not to go this way. And I'm like, oh, wait, I'm here. Am I supposed to turn? And it's like, I'm not even going to blame myself. And furthermore, I'm going to go back to the accountability part. But it happened for a reason. I'm not even going to get upset. Like, the old me would be like, oh, you're so stupid. And like, make a big deal out of it. Even if it's temporarily, I would make a big deal out of it and, like, fault myself. You know what I'm saying? But no, God wanted me to go this way for whatever reason. I wasn't supposed to go the other way. And okay. And like, everything happens the way that it is supposed to. And I'm just so grateful. And I just wish, I don't even wish, I pray, Lord, that you would put more people in my pathway that are honing in on the accountability factor, because this world is crazy and we can't change the world, but we can certainly hold ourselves accountable for our role in it. And that's just my focus these days. So with that being said, it's been a great day. It's been a little weird, but it's been great nonetheless. I had a friend come into town for his birthday, and this friend and I, like, and it's funny that I would even say friend, because I don't know that he is really that to me. Like, he takes me out to eat, like, but like, some men, especially of his caliber, and I'm not trying to say, but I am, it is, physique, like, everything, like, you not really put together. You may have, your own company and you may work all the time and, you know, have the means and the resources and the connections and boss status and stuff like that. But it's not really physically giving boss status ever, to be quite honest. I'll be honest, when I went over there today to the hotel, he hopped in the shower as soon as I got there because I guess he had just woken up or whatever. And the song didn't even finish by the time he was in and out. And that just made me feel a little certain type of way. Like, what? And at first, because it's been a while since I've even been around a man who took a shower. He didn't disrespect me by like coming out naked in his towel or nothing like that. Like, I'm very, very grateful that I didn't have to experience that and like say like, whoa, hold up, and be uncomfortable and stuff like that. But I haven't been around a man who's taken a shower in a long time. So at first, I wanted to give him grace. I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. Like, oh, okay, well, I guess most men don't take long showers. And then I had to check myself into it and be like, no, baby, that's not normal. That's not normal. And then just thinking about the type of person that he is, like, no, he's not very keen on hygiene. Nor is he very easy on the eyes. He's not ugly, but it's just like, I mean, style too. Like, baby, he just don't give a fuck. Is what it's giving. He don't give a damn. Because he's still gonna be able to pull, he gonna pull. But me personally, like, I'm not pulled. Like, I will remain friend zoned. Like, I'm gonna keep you in this zone that is, again, I don't even know that it's a friend because you don't check on me, you don't ask me how I'm doing, you don't, like, there was a period where I had some needs and I asked him to help me meet them, and he did for the most part. Like, he let me use his Uber account until it was a problem. I don't even think it was a problem. I don't know what happened, but he let me use his Uber account, and I want to say he's helped me out with some money a couple of times. I don't really remember, so that might not be true, and I'm typically very good about remembering the people who financially help me because it really freaking helps as a single mother. But I'll say it's possible. I'm not gonna count him out. But even today, like, the proof is in the pudding. Like, homeboy, as soon as I got with him, he's on the phone the whole time. So I'm just standing there looking stupid, which I get it. He's working. Okay, cool. I'm not really going to complain. I'm not going to let my vibe be disturbed because he's working. Cool. No big deal. So gets off the phone. Then we go into the casino. I valeted my car. We go into the casino. He's literally wanting to gamble. And while he's on his way to gamble, as soon as I get there, literally lost $100. Well, I would say like $99 because there was $1 left. But anyways, on his way to gamble, he's telling me about this strip club in Dallas that got raided. ICE came in and I really, to be quite honest, like, I was just like, oh, okay, like, I'd rather talk about things that kind of matter. Like, hey, how are you? How you been? What you been up to? You know, like, that's what friends do. But you're just gonna bring some random news up and like, oh yeah, I knew somebody from that strip club too, and I haven't checked on her. I need to check on her. Like, boy, I'm just seeing you for the first time in like a year maybe, and this is your best. Like, and I know I won't even say he likes me. He probably just wants something from me. I'm not, because I don't put nothing past these men. Because of the simple fact that he asked me to spend the night last night. No, I'm good. I'm not gonna do that. And he's like, oh, well, I'm not expecting anything in return. I don't give a fuck. I'm still not spending the night. So that already kind of just like, At the same time, there have been times, maybe once or twice, probably only once, actually none. One time, I spent the night at his hotel room. Super fucking drunk. Was gonna go to my mom's house. Couldn't go to my mom's house like that. I barely even remember the time from the party to the next morning. Like, so there was that one time. But other than that, I don't come sleep in your hotel room with you. What you thought? Why did you think that was gonna be a thing, sir? I know it's your birthday. It was literally his birthday yesterday, but you don't get me. I'm not the present wrapped up in a bow. No. The fuck? Ew. So I let that, go off my shoulder or whatever. So I'm like, hey, tonight's not a good night. Maybe tomorrow we can hang out during the day while my son's at school. So that's what happened. I dropped my son off at school, and I'm just thankful to God because these past 2 days we've really been on time. That was a struggle for me for a while, and I just pray that it continues in that way. That feels good to be like waking up and on time and stuff like that and not rushing shit. So anyways, shout out God, shout out me, shout out C. So take my son to school on time, and right after that I went home to like clean up a little bit. I had some Amazon packages that I essentially had to send some of them back because the stuff that I got, it was just the quality was terrible. But got some Amazon packages that I opened and then decided I needed to return quite a few things. So I packaged them all back up and got ready, and I got in the shower, and as I'm in the shower, I'm realizing my wax lady, it's a new one. At first I was doing sugaring, and that was just a little bit painful, so I'm like, okay, let me try to go back to waxing. So I went to a new wax lady, and she was cool conversationalist, but baby, when I was washing, I'm like, wait a minute, girl, you done missed quite a few spots. What's happening? You know, and I tipped you. That'd be the part that be getting me. Like, if I just pay for the service and you miss some spots, I'm a little irritated. But baby, I tipped you? Oh, yeah, no, I'm finna go back. So that's what happened. As I'm in the shower, I'm like, okay, well, before I really start my day, this needs to get handled. So I went around the corner, got that handled, much better experience. The girl was like OCD. She's like, no, you're not getting up off my table until we make sure that you're straight. And I'm like, thank you, lady. Where were you yesterday? So I have to come back today. Anyways, so after I got done with waxing, I went to Whole Foods so I could do my Amazon drop-offs. And then I went to the police department because your girl got her work permit. I got my sheriff's card, baby. Yeah. But the first time I went, I'm thinking shit finna be sweet. I don't know why. Because shit do be sweet for me mostly, but not mostly, actually. It be sweet later. Then I'm gonna start off sweet. I gotta work for it, and then make it more sweet when you work for it. So, hey. But yeah, I got my card. Yeah, baby. I look crazy in this thing, but yeah, I got my sheriff's card. I don't even think they call it that no more, but back in the day, when I was first trying to get into this thing, that's what they called it. So that's what I'm used to. For several years, baby. For several years, I've been trying to break through this Vegas scene, baby. First club I go to, I break the fuck through. Can't tell me shit. Okay, sorry, I digress. Let's get back on track. I go to the wrong building at first. I knew, like, I was like, I think it's that one, but the GPS was taking me to the other one, so I went and I parked at the other one. They're like, no, it's that one. So I'm walking around. They were like, no, it's not this door, it's the other door. So I'm walking to the door, and there were hella people in there. There were a lot of people in there, and I'm like, yo, okay. And while I'm waiting on my number, right, I hear the people before me asking how long it is, and she was like 3 to 4 hours. And I'm like, oh, okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my number, I'm gonna go meet up with homeboy, have a little brunch or something, and then I'm gonna come back, and by that time my number should be called, you know, or being close to it. So that was my plan, at least, and it didn't really go that way, but it did. So got my number, went to meet up with my friend, told you he went to gamble. He goes upstairs, takes a shower, and then I wanted to judge him, and I did. Actually, I started writing, because I realized, like, that really helps me. Like, instead of getting pissed off about situations, I just, like, put pen to paper or put thumb to text. You know what I'm saying? Like, just get it out. That's what my, like, even right now, getting back on Facebook, everything I posted on my story, I'm really proud of myself because I did not do a huge long caption on the dump that I posted of, like, all the pictures from the past 90 days that I felt comfortable sharing. Normally I'm like making a long goal status about it. Like, we did this, we did that, we had this, we had that, yeah, fun, good, God is good. I didn't even do all that. I was just like, hey, love the 90-day bid, finna do it again, but until then, here you go. Boom. But on my story, I was a little bit more like chatty catty, like, love my baby down, told him I was gonna stop screaming at his games, but this was fun to watch. Busy October, all I do is work. I don't have time to hang out. All we do is sports, God, mental health on top of work. And what else? I was like, talking about his school, how much of a blessing it's been. Like, I am a woman of many words. My undergrad degree is in writing. It's in creative writing at that. I'm an English major, so I'm gonna talk. I can talk, you know what I'm saying? So I'm pinning thumb to text, right? And I'm like, this man is playing Tony Braxton. Bless his heart. And come to find out, his company is production related, and so he's doing a tour with Tony Braxton, and so that's why he's not familiar with her songs, so he was familiarizing himself. So I was like, oh, I even told him, I was like, oh, I didn't judge you a little bit, but I wasn't concerned, but I was like, Tony Braxton, interesting choice. And he was like, what? Anyways, so the whole time I'm in the room and he's working on his computer, and I'm like, you know, doing my whole little writing thing, and then I was also doing some other stuff on my phone, and just really sightseeing too, like looking out the window. It was a really nice view from his hotel room. Like, we're really not talking unless I'm starting the conversation. For real, for real. Like, have you ever heard Mariah the Scientist sing? She sounds like this and this, you know, and I'm just like, you know, starting conversation like, hey, like, you know, I'm here. The fuck am I here for? You know? So he calls his homeboy. What y'all finna tell y'all? I'm finna be honest with y'all. I'm finna be honest with y'all. Ain't no point in me being honest with him. But, I'm all the way down here by Fremont. But it said to come this way. Anyways. I want the friend. I want the friend. I don't want him. I want your friend. I want your friend. Your friend is older, mature, more into his spirituality, more confident, more upkept. Okay? I'm talking about clean cuts. Hair is good. Like, why is your birthday and your hair not cutting? Your friend looking better than you? And then you gonna bring me around. And to be honest, I ain't know if his friend was, you know, I'm not even gonna go there. But I had my doubts about his friend all these years. Until today, where we actually got to sit. It was kind of like a one. Shut up. I'm stupid as hell, bro. It was kind of like a one-on-one setting with me and the friend because, you know, birthday boy was over there just in his phone and throwing back the mimosas and eating so fast and stuff like that. And I'm not judging you. You're cool. But thank you for the one-on. I stopped. I digress. So, like, having that, like, I don't know, I just liked what I heard, and I was like, there were some things that I heard, and it was just like, okay, I questioned, I had some concerns, some doubts, you know what I'm saying, but I always was very impressed by your aura, by his upkeep. I even went to his house, with my friend, maybe like 2 years ago it was, yeah, it had to have been 2 years ago. It was 4th of July, and he had just moved into his house, and we went over there to see it, and it was just so nice. It was like, I really appreciated his aesthetic, his aura. But again, I wasn't too sure, so, you know. And then plus, like, you know, your homeboy is trying not to share me, I'm sure, even though I'm not his by any means. But anyways, yeah, I want the friend. And my ass owed me. I ain't gonna lie, owed me would have went with the thought that I just had earlier, because I definitely thought to message him on Facebook and be like, yo, because we're friends on Facebook, and like, yo, I don't even care if you tell Beep this, but I'm feeling you. I'm not feeling him. But I'm not gonna do that. That's the old me. We trying to dead her, and I'll be right back because I need to see where I need to go after this. Boom. Okay, I really don't remember where I was, but yeah, I'm not gonna write the friend. I'm a good girl now. I'm a bad girl gone good. Not a bad girl anymore. Okay. And FYI, my profession does not make me a bad girl. I'm actually very good at doing good at what I did. Having conversations and dancing. I ain't doing nothing else. A little bit of lying sometimes, you know. I might lie a little bit. But I really don't. I'm trying to think of like, oh, I did lie and tell this guy that I was feeling him. I liked him. Like, oh, you're so cool. You know, like little white lies like that. Like, you're really not cool. You're actually stupid as fuck. Actually, I don't be lying. Now that I come to think about it, the ones that I tell are cool, they actually are cool. If it's a motherfucker that's annoying, I don't have no poker face. I don't know that I could be an actress unless I'm getting paid for it. Then probably, yeah. But yeah, I be having attitudes, and I gotta stop that. I told myself, girl, coming out to Vegas, you cannot do that. You might mess up a bag, for real. Like, do not have an attitude with nobody. And I realized there was one customer that came in at the club I was just working at, and he was such a tough crowd. He was just like very still faced and just like like nonchalant and shit like that. And old me like would have cussed him out. I would have said something, but I took it as a challenge. I was like, nope, I'm finna bust his bubble. I'm finna get a dance out of him. Like, I can feel that he wants me. I just have to push past the hard to get shit. And sure enough, it paid off. Not a lot, but it did pay off. So anyways, I digress. So yeah, he calls his friend and he's like, let's go get brunch at this spot. At first he wanted to go to Fish and Chips, which I'm like, I can't really do fried food, which is true. Like, I'd rather, like, you know, somewhere else. So we did. We went to, I don't even remember, I think it's called Alexis. And it was a nice vibe, pretty good. Couple celebrity sightings. Actually, I don't know if it was a couple. There was at least one, though. And it was just a cool time, like laughing with them, like, Even though they be joking most of the time, they be talking about God, and I love me some God. You know, I love me some God. So anytime I can be around people who love them some God too. You know, it's a great time. But they're just so funny. They're so lively and hilarious. Like, they'll bring church anywhere with them, turn anything into a sermon. So it just be cool vibes, you know, around him and his friends. But I don't like the like come spend a night. And then also like, and I don't like, even like, he just asked me to come lay with him too, just a little bit ago. So we're hanging out earlier. I'm like, oh, I'll come back and hang out with you guys later on. Ooh, let's see what's in here. We might find something. I'm looking for some shoes because the shoes I ordered on Amazon to go work out here, they were cute, but they're not giving what I need them to give. So let me actually walk in here real quick and then come back to you guys. Okay? I promise I'll be back as I have been. Okay guys, how exciting. Their prices are actually way better than any other store that I've been out here in Vegas as far as dancewear goes. I've been to 3 other stores actually. Deja Vu, which is where I'm about to go, where I was on my way at, they at least had a clearance section, even though their prices were not incredible. I went to the Lions. No, it's not the Lions Den. I don't know what it was called, to be quite honest. It may have been a Lions Den. I don't really know. It was something. But hell no. Prices absolutely insanity. Ridiculous. And then I went to the Love Boutique, or the Love Store. I think it's called the Love Store. Which both the Lions Den and the Love Store, I believe, are changed. But isn't Deja Vu too? I don't know. Anyways, the moral of the story is I done found a spot. I done found a spot that's not as high as all these other motherfucking places. You heard? Okay. Here's Deja Vu up here. But yeah, I was like, let me still go up here, check out that little clearance section. I might be back. If you don't see me in 30 minutes, I'm not gonna be back. But let me go before I do impulse shit, which I always do. Blue Sapphire looks so cool. I might work here. I don't know. Anyways, back to it. Like, yeah, I don't like all the shit that he's doing. Like, so I'm like, okay, well, I gotta go. They stayed at the place where we had brunch at, and I had to go back to do my little sheriff's card thing or whatever, which I didn't tell them that. I was just like, oh, I gotta go pick my son up, which in reality, I had a friend pick, well, again, I use that term so loosely. I don't even believe I have many friends, to be quite honest, but I had somebody pick up my son for me. And somebody I trust, even though I might not consider a friend. Dang, I done pulled into here early. Not supposed to be right here. So told them I had to go pick my son up. And I'm like, what y'all doing later? Like, you know, we can link up later. And they're like, okay, cool. Yeah, let's definitely do something later. We're talking about doing the high roller tomorrow. I've never done that and shit like that. So anyways, hit him up. Actually, he hit me up. He sent me a reel on Instagram, and I was kiki kaka about that. He didn't respond to my kiki kaka, and I'm like, okay, well, what are you doing? And he's like laying down, and I don't think I said anything. And he was like, you gonna come lay down with me? And I told my son about him. I did. I told my son, don't be like, I be telling my son about these niggas because I'm not finna raise no nigga like that. Don't be like this, Nemo. It's disgusting. I sure did. I said, because I told my son that I was going to go hang out with the guy. And Nemo actually likes him. He likes his little sister too, because his little sister is in his grade, and not like that, but like it's cool. He was like, you should have told him to bring out with him. And I'm not going to say, because everybody's going to know that no. But if you know, you know. If you know, it's cool. Anyway, so what the hell? Where is the door? Oh, it's down there. I'm like, what the hell? Anyway, so when he said that, I just instantly got pissed off. And I said, sir, the only laying down I'm gonna be doing is in my own bed when I do. And he was just like, LOL, okay. And I was like, enjoy your rest. And that's that. Like, ew. Like, ew. Like, you could be cool, but this is exactly why I want your friend. I bet you your friend wouldn't have did that. He'll be like, you want to go have a drink? Like, what? You want to come lay down with me? Like, I just feel like that is so disrespectful. And he may not take it like that, but I'm gonna come back. Let me go in here. I'm gonna come back. Versace on the floor. I ain't gonna lie, I done almost hit a couple people trying to put this phone back up here. Don't do this while you're driving. Don't do this. Don't be like me. And then I know people just gonna look at my car and be like, this girl is recording herself. She literally just almost hit us so that she could record herself. And you know what? You're right, and I'm sorry. And see, that's what I'm talking about when it comes to taking accountability. Because most people I know, pretty much all the people I know, to be honest, be like, so, and get the fuck out the way. Like, it's their fault. Like, they're gonna turn something they did into somebody else's fault. That is America for you. The entitlement, the lack of accountability. But not me, not C, no. Like, you know what, you're right. Let me take control of this situation. Let me have the power here. Yeah, I'm gonna do something right with it. But anyways, here I go. I'm gonna send somebody again. Oops, sorry guys. Focus. So boom. Is that a little better? I don't know. I left. I went back to the place. They had already called my number, so I had to get another number. And I think I waited like maybe 2 hours. The entire process was. Maybe less than. I feel like I was home by 4:40, so I probably left there. I feel like I got there 2 o'clock, 2:20. And was maybe out 4:40. So yeah, 2 hours. About 2 hours I was there. But it went well. I'm learning patience. And one other thing I wanted to say about my encounter with the guy who flew in for his birthday that I just hung out with briefly. I was enlightened in our time together. Like, I wanted to get irritated about a lot of the things that were happening. Like, dang, you just working, you just gambling, you just telling me about stuff I don't care about. Like, do you care about me? Is you gonna ask how I've been? All this stuff. Like, I wanted to go down that route mentally, but I said, no, the hell you're not. We're not about to do this. We're not about to put this unnecessary uneasiness inside of you. Girl, he is who he is. Why? Don't expect nothing from nobody. That was what I got today. Don't expect anything from anybody. Don't expect anybody to even care about you enough to ask you, how have you been? And there was so much freedom in that. And I know it sounds kind of sad, but it's not. Like, people are people, and people are very consumed with themselves. And that is just the reality of the world that we are living in. And the quicker that I can accept that and learn how to navigate life in spite of it, the better off I'm going to be. So I'm really grateful for that enlightenment today, with him just being him. And I'm like, okay, I'm not taking this personal. He's just being him. It really don't got shit to do with me. What are you gonna do? He had it cold as hell in that motherfucker. He had it like 65 degrees. So I was just standing at the window in the sun and making me some coffee and stuff. And he was like, you could turn the you could turn the air up. But me personally, I'm not for making people uncomfortable. Like, if you're comfortable like this is your space. I will make myself comfortable somehow without disrupting your space. Again, I just don't know people like me. And so I'm really big into gatekeeping myself these days because of that. And I just love it. I really do. I love it here. And I want to continue on this beautiful path. Also, I did find a pair of shoes. I ended up going with the store that I was initially going to go to because they had a pair of black sole shoes. And you know, your feet can get really dirty as a stripper. And the first pair that I found at the first store that I went to, they were really, really cute. They were super blinged out. They were only $80, but they had a white sole. And, well, not, you know, where you put your foot at, on the inside. And I'm like, ooh, that's gonna get dirty really quick. And so I was like, yeah, let me try to see if I can go find some black. And I did. And they were only $50. And they got a little bling on them too. And they're super cute. So now I'm on my way to pick my son up from basketball practice. I had dropped him off and then I came and handled this. And then I'm going to go pick him up. But I think I'll have a little bit of time before he actually gets out. So he asked me to get him a microfiber towel for his hair, for his curls and stuff. So I'm going to go get that. And I also need some super glue for a pair of my stripper shoes that I'm going to be taking with me out of town this weekend and leaving there. I'm not gonna bring them back with me. But yeah, it's part of my Awesome Powers fit. I am so excited because it has been 2 years, over 2 years, no, over a year. A year and a half. It has been a year and a half since I have had my hair done. And I am so excited. I am so excited. The last time I had my hair done was for my 30th birthday. Actually, I'm lying. It has been over 2 years, 2.5 years since I've had my hair done. That's wild to me. I literally have not gotten my hair done since my 30th birthday, and I am 32. So I am so excited. Like kid in a candy store, getting my hair done tomorrow. I'm gonna get a cute little updo, giving 80s 70s, 60s, you know what I'm saying? Because, I just had to delete so many things so I can make it back here to you. My storage just ate up. But yeah, get the super glue for my Austin Powers fit. I'm super excited about. I don't know why. I'm just excited. I haven't dressed up for Halloween in so many years too, so it's just excitement all around. And I'm not letting anybody steal my freaking joy. Even though my period is on its way, I'm praying that it'll be here next week and not this week. But always around that time, like I'd be feeling like the world is ending and I'd be pissed and irritable and all this stuff. But we're not even going down that route right now. I'm just locking in with God, full of joy, full of gratitude, full of hope, full of peace, full of love. And I'm grateful that I'm able to extend love even when I don't feel loved. That's the true blessing right there. You know, extend love even when you don't feel love. I will be honest, one thing that I feel I could still use some growth on is when people betray me. Like, it's really hard for me to forgive them without an apology. Like, I want to just be able to truly forgive. Like, I can move on and I can say I forgave you, but like when I see you, I might get triggered a little bit, or when I hear about you, I might get triggered a little bit and remember what you did. But I'm praying that God will delete certain things from my intellectual library, and that if there's a reason why I'm feeling so unsettled, like the reason being that it's because of something I need to do, because I need to reach out to this person, or I need to, I don't know. I'm even kind of like, I don't know. If God tells me to, obviously I will, but I don't feel like God will tell me to do something like that. But maybe he will. I don't know. All I know is I love him and I will do whatever he tells me to do. I will. And I'm so excited. I'm just so excited for the journey ahead. Like, I know that going into these strip clubs and talking about how much I love God seems like such a contradiction, but it's truly not. It's truly not at all. And I'm going to dive into that another day, another time. Go ahead and hop off of here. Again, I'm so thirsty about this hair appointment in the morning. I got my little tracks right here for the updo. Add a little, and you ain't gonna be able to tell me too much. You already wasn't, but it's gonna get a little better. Yeah, I have homework I need to do before we go out of town and before like I start working and before my son's playoffs tomorrow. It's his last games tomorrow. So if he wins the first game, he plays the next game, and then whoever is the winner of that next game is the champion. So it's the final game of the playoffs and then championship tomorrow, and we're done with baseball for a little bit. There is like a different league that his coach wants him to do, and I'm considering it. Because I love watching my son play baseball, and I love keeping him busy with sports. It's been a pleasure. Like, I'm telling you, there have been so many days where I have been blessed to get 2 to 3 hours of sleep and then go watch him play a sport for several hours. And I'm just grateful. Like, I'm not missing nothing. Like, people would tell me, like, oh, why don't you just stay out in Arizona, like, for the weekend? Baby, because I'm not missing my son's games. It's not happening. And it's not even so much for him as it is for me. I truly enjoy watching my son thrive. Like, that is one of my favorite things to do in life. So, yeah, I got to catch up on my homework so that I'm good for the whole week. I don't know. What else do I need to do? Probably go ahead and wash and blow dry my hair. I don't know if I'm going to do that tonight or in the morning. I'm pretty sure I need to go get a mani-pedi. Real bad, actually. I normally do my own, and I would, but I just feel like it's gotten so bad, like my cuticles and stuff. Like, I don't know. Can't really see right now, but like the hangnails and everything. Like, I don't know, the skin around it just seems so bad that I would like to have a professional that actually finished nail school. You know, I didn't finish. I'm semi-professional, not all the way. You know, I'd like to have somebody else take a look and take care for me. So I might go get a mani-pedi tomorrow after my hair appointment, depending on how much time I have, because I have to go to the club at 1:50 to do a tour and to sign my contract. And I could work after that, but again, we have playoffs, so I can't really work after that. So what the plan is to go get my son after I do the tour, come home, chill a little while, get him ready for his game, make sure he's fed and all that good stuff, and then go to his games. And after his games, there's a couple clubs where you can only go like after 8 p.m., after 10 p.m. to audition. So those ones tomorrow, especially now that I have my permit, like, they don't even got to give me a referral, baby. I'm ready. I got it. And actually, like, yeah, I'm probably going to go to all the clubs on my list that I can go to tomorrow after my son's games. I'm pretty certain that's the move. So it'll be a little bit of work tomorrow night, but not like real work. Actually, if somebody let me start, I just thought about that. Somebody might let me start tomorrow night. Somebody might let me start. I think somebody's gonna let me start. I think I'm gonna start work tomorrow night, actually. I'm not gonna start the club that I got hired at, but I'm gonna get hired at another club, and I'm gonna start tomorrow night, and I'm gonna work a shift tomorrow night, and that's gonna be exciting. And then, so what I should do then, absolutely, in between the time that I pick my son up from school and his game, is like clean up, pack, make sure everything's ready for us to go Friday morning, so that I could just work Wednesday night, and I'll even go into work Thursday during the day at the club that I'm already hired at, because I told him I'll do day shift there. They open at 11 a.m. So I'm gonna go from like 11 to 2-ish. That's only 3 hours, right? But hopefully they let me do that. We'll just see what it's like, you know, just go, because what else am I doing? What else am I gonna do? So I'm gonna go in, if that's feasible. I'll find out tomorrow what the like rules are or whatever, as far as how long we have to be there or what fees we need to pay, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I'll find out all that good stuff tomorrow. But if it makes sense, I'll go in to the first club that I got hired at. I'm already hired at tomorrow for a few hours before it's time to get my son from school. Then once I get him from school, I gotta go get his haircuts. And then once we're done with his haircuts, I will take him home and go to work until it's time for us to leave Friday morning. So that's my life. I'm excited. And we wrapped up just in enough time for me to pull up to the Walmart parking lot. I don't know what we're gonna eat tonight. We have been eating out really, really, really bad lately. And at this point, I'm gonna get me something and tell my son he could figure it out, because he has not been very kind to me. He has been very rude to me, actually. And he's not been listening immediately when I tell him to do something. I gotta get stern and, like, you know, tell him, hey, do what the fuck I told you right now. Like, I don't even like that's not me. I'm not a nigga. I'm a lady. Hey, Nemo, can you do da-da-da? That shit don't work. It don't work with a 13-year-old boy. So we're working through that, but I know, again, that there's hope, that this too shall pass, and I'm grateful, and I'm not letting it get the best of me. So look at that. Perfect timing. I love God. I love me some Jesus. And I'm glad I'm chosen. Okay. I just want to say that I used to be a klepto. I used to steal real bad, y'all. I used to be a stealer. I did, little old me. I wasn't supporting local stuff. Well, I was, but corporate stuff, I was stealing from Meijer real bad, Walmart real bad, Target real bad. But baby, the last few times I done stole, one was from Walmart. I done took a plant for somebody for Father's Day. I didn't scan it. I got cash back. I think it was $40 cash back. Baby, well, I left my cash there. And I was like, you know what? I'm not even finna go back and look for it at this point, because that's what you get. That's what you get. It was literally about the price of the plant. And then this last time that I tried, I was at Target, and I wanted some de-bloat pills, but I didn't want to pay no $30 for them. So I did not scan the de-bloat pills, and I offered another person to try some, and I just gave her the bottle because she didn't have nothing to drink, and told her to give it back to me. She never gave it back, so I'm not stealing no more, because it just, thank you, God, that it don't work out for me no more. Thank you, Jesus. I love you, Lord. Oh, and one last thing, I just want to pat myself on the back and say how proud of myself I am, because I was literally, like I said before I got off of here the first time, gonna go get me some fast food and spend some money on some fast food, baby. I just spent like $3 on a salad from Walmart, and my son can find whatever the heck is in the house, and I feel very good about that. And I have not been in the gym in what seems to be like a freaking week. Probably not that long, but it feels like it. So with that being said, I need to take my butt to the gym tonight and every day until I leave. I will hold myself accountable. I will. That's what I'm doing. So, yeah. All right. I feel great.